Okay, so I'll explain things this time. I never upgrade the brakes. Reason is it increases braking pressure. When you have ABS off, you don't need to increase braking pressure because factory brakes with ABS off are powerful enough to lock up. So you don't need to lock up any more than you already do. Every car from factory, if you were to remove ABS, even in real world, and full on the brakes, it would lock all 4 tires. You would have to have something really, really old and with bad brakes to be able to slam the brakes with no ABS and not have it lock up. These are the settings I run for the Torino. It's not the best. I've already gone through all of this in photo, but it never hurts to go over it. Again, stock body with the OEM spoiler added. I didn't change the tires. Well, they're on slicks as you know, but I didn't change my rims because it affects the offset. And I have it dialed in perfectly on this. As perfect as it can be. The car itself, it's not the best, but it's something. For making money, I go to race. I do Angeles Crest Highway uphill. This is how I make my money. This is how I bought my Viper. I just did this over and over again. And now and again, I ran a few NERB races just simply to change it up a little bit. Now, you really don't have to, you don't have to be super good or anything to get the first place times. As you get to know the road, it becomes much easier to meet certain times with certain vehicles. Well, with all vehicles in general, I guess. I'm just being gentle. I'm basically treating it in a GT3 style manner where I'm not slipping the tires basically at all. I don't mind letting them slip out a little bit, but I don't want to attempt to drift this wheelbase because it's not on good tires, and you can't increase the width of the tire. If I could do that, it would be different, but I can't. So I'm using light steering inputs and my brake and accelerator to weight shift to have the car make the corner for me, essentially. Like that. Light slip, exactly what you want to master. Now in race mode, there's no traffic. It's because it's a closed course with time attack. In free roam, there's traffic on here. And It might not be seen in my footage much or at all. If you collide with the traffic, the traffic does not care. Unless you are directly in front of it, then it will slow to a stop. And then it still can easily hit you before it slows to a stop. If I had been more on the gas for that last straightaway, could have hit that 242. So again, you don't have to push the car very hard. And it's not the best, but it'll get you to your next vehicle, which we have the Altezza here, which is a good one. I just don't have it. S14. The lower end vehicles are more slippery because they're on street smaller tires. Because these cars come literally, as the devs build these cars, literally as close as they can to real world. To the point that some of them, I don't know if all of them have this, but I know some of them I've looked into and actually came with matching gear ratios to what they have real world. I don't know if they're all perfect like that, but some of them are. I don't remember which ones. The NSX is a really, really good one. The Civic, the four-wheel drives are wonderful. I personally prefer the four-wheel drives. The RX-7 is good, but the shifting is rough. And that's why I don't run it. Mark IV is good. S2000 is good, but I don't like the offset, how the front is so much further out than the rear. The front should be in just a little bit, and the rear should actually be out just a little bit. But that's why I don't drive that. This is good. I used to have it. I could get it back easily. This is the only Impreza we have, but it is a legend of an Impreza, 22B. It's also extremely expensive, 940,000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure even my Viper was cheaper than that. I'm pretty sure my Viper was 800 and some, or something like that. LFA has... It's the flamethrower out of everything. But it's good. Like, it actually... It's legit. It's amazing. Maybe not fully legit, but it looks really good, and it sounds good. Again, I like backfiring that here because it's so much more legit than literally anywhere else. I need to get the Agera back. I used to have the Agera. I used to have the 720. I'm thinking of getting the 765 instead this time around. I used to have most of this stuff on my previous account. Now, blue points wise, how I get all of my blue points. You get one free wheel spin every day so long as you open the wheel spin menu like we have here. However, you can watch ads to stack your spins. I have 202 stacked, and they spin one at a time, and you cannot skip. I will demonstrate with one wheel spin. The wheel is supposed to be spinning right now. This is interesting. Wow. Way to make me look bad, Apex. let's see if reopening that will make it work. Now I don't have a car. This is getting really interesting, Apex. And this is getting really, really interesting. Hold on a moment. We will be right back after we do some maintenance. Alrighty. Hopefully we have fixed the problem. Hopefully. They stole my one spin. All I did was restart the game. Oh wait, this is the button I want to click. And now I'm at 200 spins. And yeah, so there's no way to skip the spins. They spin one at a time. How long the wheel spins varies, but it's not only a few second differentiation between what it just spun and its longest spin. It will never be more than 10 seconds. I don't even think it meets the 5-second marker, actually. So it's not that bad. I stockpile 200, and then I just spin them, and let them gather up all the points while I'm watching a show or something. So that is where I get all of my blue points. I'm not sure what else I should go over. I've already gone through all of that. I think that last wheel spin bit was everything I had. Multiplayer has been updated since, like, I'll do free roam. I'm almost always in US or USW server because they're more populated. I've never done the race mode, so I don't know what that entails. However, this is pretty simple. I believe this is drift points, just as you would imagine. But as you can see, I have 0% completed. But that should should cover everything that I needed to go over, I think. And there is my garage. And I have a bunch of spins, so I have to extend my garage yet. But that is where I'm going to wrap this up. And hopefully this is helpful.